Did you know that a cabin kit sitting on a lot right now, the kind you can buy from a supplier for $30,000, could look virtually identical to a custom designer home worth $200,000 or more? Not sort of close. Not almost. Identical. Because here's the thing that most people buying cabin kits never figure out. The kit itself is not the problem. The kit is actually the smartest purchase you can make. The problem is what they do with it after the walls go up. And today I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead. I'm going to walk you through 8 specific upgrades in order of highest visual impact that can take a budget cabin kit from basic box in the woods to magazine-worthy designer home. And I'm going to give you real 2026 pricing on every single one of them, so you know exactly what you are getting into before you spend $1. We have got a lot to cover, so stay with me all the way through, because upgrade number 5 is the one most people completely overlook, and it might be the single biggest bang for your buck on this entire list. Before we get into it, if you are new here, this channel is all about affordable housing that actually works in the real world. No sponsored content, no inflated numbers, just honest information. So hit subscribe if that is the kind of content you are looking for. Drop a comment telling me what type of cabin kit you are considering, and let us get into it. First, let us get grounded on what we are actually talking about. A cabin kit is essentially a pre-engineered package of structural materials, wall panels, roof framing, logs or timber, depending on the style, that gets shipped to your build site. You are buying the bones of the home at a factory direct price. In 2026, you can find entry-level cabin kits starting around $15,000 for very small footprints, all the way up to $60,000 or $70,000 for larger 2-bedroom configuration from manufacturers like Coventry Log Homes, Rame, and DC Structures. Home Depot even sells an A-frame style cabin kit right now for around $43,000. But here's what those prices do not include: foundation, labor, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, insulation, drywall, flooring, kitchen, bathrooms, or any interior finishes whatsoever. When you factor all of that in, the realistic 2026 multiplier for hiring professionals to finish a kit is 3 to 4 times the kit price. Labor shortages, post-pandemic material costs, and local permitting requirements for prefab structures have all pushed that number up significantly. So a $30,000 kit becomes $90,000 to $120,000 finished, before any upgrades at all. That is the baseline, and that is exactly where most people stop. What we're talking about today is how to spend strategically in the right places in the right order to push that finished product from I build a cabin to I build a home. Most cabin kits ship with the most basic exterior cladding, or in many cases, none at all beyond the structural sheathing. And what you choose to put on those walls is the single biggest visual decision you will make on this entire build. The most cost-effective upgrade that delivers designer-level curb appeal in 2026 is board and batten siding. It is that vertical stripe pattern you see all over farmhouse and modern cabin design right now. And it works because the shadow lines it creates give a home enormous visual depth and intentionality, even on a very simple structure. In 2026, board and batten vinyl siding runs $5 to $9 per square foot installed. Fiber cement, which is the higher-end, more fire-resistant version, runs $6 to $15 per square foot installed. For a typical 800 to 1,200 square foot cabin exterior, you're looking at roughly $6,000 to $18,000 depending on material choice and your region. The color selection matters just as much as the material. Deep charcoal, forest green, and warm black are the dominant colors on high-end cabin builds right now. Pair a dark board and batten exterior with white or warm cream trim, and you have created a look that custom architects charge a premium to specify. Cabin kit windows are almost always builder grade, double hung, white vinyl, and completely forgettable. Changing this is your second biggest exterior move. You do not necessarily need to replace the window units themselves, though if you can, a move toward larger fixed pane or floor-to-ceiling windows on even one wall creates an instant architectural statement. In 2026, windows cost between $150 and $1,000 each installed, depending on size and style. But even if you keep the existing windows, the trim is everything. Wrapping your window and door openings in matte black exterior trim, either aluminum casing or painted wood, against a lighter or contrasting exterior wall instantly signals high-end custom design. It is the same detail you see on Scandinavian cabin builds that look like they cost 3 times what they actually do. Interior and exterior doors are another version of this same principle. The stock door that comes with most cabin kits is a standard 6-panel hollow core. Replacing just your front entry door with a modern solid core door in a dark stain or matte black paint costs between $200 and $600 on average, and the first impression it creates is completely disproportionate to that cost. When you walk into a space, your eyes go to the walls and your feet tell your brain to rest. Nothing communicates quality faster than the floor you are standing on, and nothing dates a space faster than cheap, generic flooring. In 2026, flooring costs have moved up from where they were just a couple of years ago. Basic luxury vinyl plank now averages $6 to $8 per square foot installed. High-end wide plank engineered hardwood sits at $12 to $22 per square foot installed. For an 800 to 1,200 square foot cabin, plan on a realistic budget of $5,500 to $14,000, depending on the material you choose. For the designer cabin look, the move is wide plank flooring. Whether that is engineered hardwood, solid hardwood, or high-quality luxury vinyl plank does not actually matter that much visually. What matters is the plank width. Standard cheap flooring comes in 3 to 4 inch planks. Designer flooring is 5 to 8 inches wide. That extra width makes rooms feel larger, more intentional, and more expensive. For a cabin specifically, warm wood tones in the mid-range, honey oak, natural walnut, warm gray-brown, work best because they complement the structural wood elements that most cabins already have. You're not fighting the architecture, you are extending it. Lighting is the upgrade that professional interior designers use to make any space feel more expensive, and it is dramatically underestimated by almost every first-time cabin builder. Builder-grade cabin kits come with basic electrical rough-in and placeholder fixtures at best. What you put in those sockets completely changes how a room feels day and night. In 2026, a full lighting package for a cabin, covering the main living area, kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom, runs roughly $3,000 to $6,000 installed. That breaks down to about $70 to $300 per fixture, plus electrician labor for trim out and dimmer installation. The specific approach for a cabin aesthetic that reads expensive is layered lighting. That means 3 types in each main room: ambient lighting from above, task lighting at work surfaces, and accent lighting for warmth. A statement pendant over a kitchen island, warm recessed lights on a dimmer throughout the living space, and wall sconces in the bedroom instead of ceiling fixtures. That combination creates a hotel suite feeling in a cabin that costs $30,000 to frame. LED strip lighting under kitchen cabinets costs about $300 to $600 and adds a level of polish that looks like it was specified by a professional. It is one of the highest return on investment lighting moves you can make. This is the one I told you to stick around for. And if you have been putting off finishing your cabin ceiling because you did not know what to do with it, this section is for you. The ceiling is the 5th wall, and in a cabin specifically, it is an enormous design opportunity that almost every budget builder completely wastes by drywalling it flat and painting it white. Here is what designers do instead. They expose or add beams. In a cabin kit with an open roof structure, you often have genuine structural members that can simply be left visible, sanded, and stained. In cases where the framing is not attractive enough to expose, you install faux wood beam wraps, hollow box beams that slide over existing ceiling members. These cost roughly $12 to $25 per linear foot and take a ceiling from construction grade to architectural feature in an afternoon. The second ceiling option is tongue and groove pine or cedar paneling. This is the classic cabin ceiling treatment that reads expensive because it references craftsman-era construction. In 2026, tongue and groove pine ceiling installation runs $8 to $14 per square foot. Lumber prices and overhead labor have both stayed elevated. For a 400 square foot living area ceiling, budget $3,200 to $5,600. The visual return on that investment is extraordinary. The third option, and the most modern, is a shiplap ceiling in a painted white or off-white finish. This creates incredible contrast against dark wood floors and beams, while keeping the space feeling bright and airy. Same cost range as tongue and groove, same transformative effect, completely different aesthetic direction. All three of these options, faux beams, tongue and groove, or shiplap, budget $3,500 to $7,500 total for the ceiling treatment, depending on square footage and material choice. That is one of the most dramatic dollar per visual impact investments on this entire list. I want to be very clear about something here. You do not need a full kitchen remodel to make a cabin look expensive. What you need is strategic luxury, the right details in the right places. Cabinet hardware is the fastest and cheapest visual upgrade in any kitchen or bathroom. Replacing stock hardware with matte black, brushed nickel, or champagne gold pulls-in knobs costs about $200 to $600 for an entire kitchen, and the before and after difference is legitimately shocking. This is consistently one of the most cited high-return moves in 2026 home renovation data. Faucets are the next level up. A quality matte black pull-down kitchen faucet from a brand like Kohler or Moen runs between $150 and $400 and communicates a level of finish quality that the rest of your kitchen has to work hard to match. In the bathroom, a vessel sink with a wall-mounted or deck-mount faucet costs $300 to $800 total and creates a boutique hotel effect in a very small footprint. Open shelving in the kitchen is the designer move that also happens to save money over upper cabinets. Floating shelves in solid wood or stained pine, mounted at $10 to $30 per linear foot, give the kitchen an open, airy, professionally styled look while cutting your cabinetry budget. Style them with a few pieces of quality cookware and some plants, and you are done. Luxury homes are not just beautiful once you are inside. The arrival experience, the moment you pull up, walk to the door, step onto the porch, tells the story of the home before you have opened a single door. A covered entry porch or deck is the exterior feature that makes a cabin feel like a home. In 2026, deck and porch projects have moved significantly upward in cost. A professionally installed 12 by 12 covered front porch with composite decking and a roof extension will realistically run $12,000 to $20,000. Budget your full porch and landscaping line at $10,000 to $22,000 when you include basic foundation perimeter work and a defined pathway. The specific details that make a porch look custom rather than afterthought. Board and batten skirting underneath that matches the main exterior, black powder-coated metal railing instead of white vinyl, a statement exterior pendant light, or two flanking the entry door, and house numbers in a modern font mounted at eye level on the siding. These details together cost roughly $500 to $1,500 on top of the structural porch build, and they are the difference between a porch and a destination. Landscaping amplifies all of this. You do not need expensive landscaping. You need intentional landscaping. A defined pathway from the driveway to the front door, 2 or 3 structural plants flanking the entry, and a simple mulched or gravel bed around the foundation perimeter can be done for $500 to $2,000 and makes the entire exterior read as designed rather than accidental. The last upgrade on our list is also the cheapest, and it is the one that ties everything else together. Paint. Specifically, the right paint colors combined with crisp, substantial baseboard and door trim. In 2026, fresh interior paint runs $500 to $2,000 per room for professional application, or significantly less if you DIY. For a full cabin interior, budget $3,000 to $6,000 for professional painting. The color choice matters enormously here. The 2026 designer palette for cabin interiors trends toward warm whites and off-whites for ceilings, not bright white, which looks clinical, paired with either warm beige and grayish tones on walls, or a single bold accent wall in forest green, deep navy, or terracotta that coordinates with the exterior palette. Neutral color palettes that complement natural wood are consistently cited by designers as the smartest move in rustic modern interiors. Trim is where most people underinvest. Cabin kits come with minimal trim, often a simple quarter round at floor transitions and basic door casings. Upgrading to a more substantial 5.5-inch painted baseboard wider door and window casings, and adding picture rail or crown molding in the main living area costs roughly $1,500 to $4,000 in materials and labor, and it makes the interior feel architecturally intentional in a way that no paint color alone can achieve. Let us run the actual numbers. Here is what a full transformation on an 800 to 1,200 square foot cabin kit looks like in 2026. Exterior siding upgrade, board and batten, $6,000 to $18,000. Black window trim and entry door, $1,500 to $3,500. Wide plank flooring installed, $5,500 to $14,000. Full lighting package installed, $3,000 to $6,000. Exposed beams and ceiling treatment, $3,500 to $7,500. Kitchen and bath fixture upgrades, $2,000 to $5,000. Entry porch and landscaping, $10,000 to $22,000. Interior paint and trim, $3,000 to $6,000. Total upgrade budget range, $34,500 to $82,000. Now here is what that math means in practice. Take a cabin kit for $30,000. At a finished-out construction cost at a realistic 2026 multiplier of 3 times the kit price, and you are at $90,000 for the shell. Add our upgrade package at the mid-range, roughly $55,000, and you are at about $145,000 all in for a cabin that appraises and presents like a $200,000 to $250,000 custom luxury build. That is the deal. That is why cabin kits, upgraded correctly, represent one of the most compelling paths to a quality home at a fraction of the cost of traditional construction, especially in 2026, where broad tariffs on imported building materials and volatile lumber supply chains are pushing conventional build costs higher by the quarter. Securing your finished materials early has never been more critical. If you cannot do all 8 upgrades at once, and most people cannot, here is the order I would recommend based on visual impact per dollar. First priority, flooring. Everything else sits on top of the floors, literally. Get the flooring right before you do anything else. Second priority, exterior siding and trim. Curb appeal drives perceived value more than any interior upgrade. It is the first thing every visitor and every future buyer sees. Third priority, lighting. You can have beautiful floors and beautiful walls, and a space will still feel wrong if the lighting is bad. Invest in the fixtures early and wire for dimmers from day one. Fourth priority, ceiling treatment. Once the ceiling is done, you cannot easily revisit it without a major project. Do it before you furnish the space. Fifth priority, kitchen and bath fixtures and hardware. This is where you can phase costs over time most easily. Start with hardware. It is the cheapest and the fastest. Add faucets next. Add open shelving last. 6th through 8th. Porch and landscaping, paint, and trim can all be phased in as budget allows without disrupting the livability of the cabin. These are finishing layers, not structural ones. Here is the bottom line. The gap between a cheap cabin kit and a designer home is not magic, and it is not money you do not have. It is knowledge. Knowing which specific upgrades create the most perceived value. In what order, at what realistic 2026 cost. A $30,000 kit with $55,000 in smart, targeted upgrades can genuinely look like a $200,000 custom build. That math works. It works in 2026, and it is the same principle that smart builders and real estate investors have been using for years. The only mistake you can make is pouring money into the wrong places, putting in granite countertops before you have sorted the siding, or buying high-end appliances for a kitchen with builder-grade lighting and flat ceilings. Sequence matters as much as selection. Now I want to know, are you currently in the middle of a cabin kit build, or are you in the planning stages? Drop it in the comments. What is the upgrade that feels most out of reach right now? Because there's a good chance I have got a video that breaks it down step by step. And if you found this video useful, the best thing you can do for this channel is share it with one person who is thinking about building a cabin. It takes 3 seconds, and it genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are trying to do the same thing you're doing. Build something real for less. I will see you in the next one.